Hey YouTubers, today I want to talk about curing Crohn's disease, and for me it started with cat's claw. So cat's claw is a potent anti-inflammatory. It's an herb, and I know a lot of people are like wanting to switch over to medical marijuana because medical marijuana is like really hip these days, but honestly there's a lot more herbs out there. There's like turmeric, which I know some people have been able to manage their symptoms with, which is amazing. I have no problem with that. But for me, I use cat's claw, which is also an anti-inflammatory. And people use medical marijuana. I mean, that's fine. That's your choice. And if you prefer, modern medicine, I don't have a problem with that either. But for me, if you want to like improve, you need to give your body like the necessary minerals, vitamins, chemicals to improve. And with modern medicine, the whole focus is like poisoning the body, shutting down the immune system to manage symptoms. And I don't see that as a long-term solution. I don't see that as improving down the road. I feel like that's just going to lead to even more problems. So that's actually what led me off of taking Humira. And this is my prescription for Humira. My name's there, and there's the drug, and these are the shots that I was taking every other week, and I switched to just taking cat's claw, and believe it or not, the switch worked, and this actually proved to be just as effective. Actually, I would say more effective and safer and cheaper and more convenient and readily accessible than this. So I mean, there's like amazing. So let's talk about how that switch happened. I just stopped taking Humira. I waited until like the 2 weeks was up, and then I just started taking cat's claw. I started at 500 milligrams and did nothing. I was like, but I mean, you're supposed to start at 500 milligrams because whenever you're starting like a new herb, you should always start low in case there's any sort of like symptoms. Usually your body has to adjust to new chemicals, and you want to like make sure that your body can tolerate it before you start increasing the dosage. So after I took like 500 milligrams and felt comfortable increasing the dose, I went to like 1,000, nothing. 1,500, nothing. 2,000, nothing. I was like, come on, like taking like 2,000 milligrams. I mean, like pharmaceutical drugs are prescribed in like 2 milligram doses or whatever. 3,000 milligrams, nothing. Finally, I was like, screw this shit. I'm taking like 4,500 milligrams, which is like 9 pills. And at that point, it was like flipping a switch off. My Crohn's disease symptoms just stopped. Like, it completely shut off a flare-up. And I know a lot of people say like 2 minutes for shutting off a flare-up. It doesn't make any sense because cat's claw has to reach your intestines where you have the inflammation. That's not true at all. Cat's claw, like chemicals can get absorbed in your mouth under your tongue. Other chemicals can get absorbed in your stomach, and other chemicals can get absorbed in your intestines. Cat's claw has 7 different anti-inflammatory alkaloids, and some of those get absorbed through your stomach wall, and they act on the neurotransmitters, and then they tell these neurotransmitters to shut off any inflammation signals that the brain is sending. So as soon as it hits your stomach, it starts telling your neurotransmitters to stop the inflammation. And I have inflammation of the ileum, which is the very end of the digestive tract. And it's stopping my flare-ups. It's stopping like the pain. So I'm not experiencing any more pain. And it's just like making me feel like a lot better. I feel like it cooling over me. Like before, I was like, my body like temperature rises and I feel like pretty hot, and then I just feel like kind of like a relief over me. So, ever since then, I just been taking like 4,500 milligrams per day, or every time I have a flare up, which was pretty much every day. And over time, it got better, and I stopped. I was able to like lower to 3,000 milligrams per day. Then I was able to like stop taking it every day because I stopped having flare-ups every day. I just started taking it like every other day, maybe like 6 or 5 times a week. And as time progressed, I was able to introduce more foods into my diet. Before, I couldn't have anything with milk in it. I couldn't have like even chips because some chips have milk as an ingredient. I couldn't have any like wheat that has like any brown wheat, like wheat bread, or I couldn't have anything with a lot of fiber. I couldn't have certain fruits if they had like too much sugar. I couldn't have watermelon. I couldn't have certain vegetables. And I was able to start like introducing these foods back into my diet. And now I've gotten to the point where I don't even need to take cat's claw. Like my symptoms like correct themselves now, and I don't need to take cat's claw to suppress flare-ups anymore. It's still handy to have, and like I still like it, but I don't need to take it like all the time. In fact, this bottle could easily last me like 2 years, and I think that's great. And I can like drink chocolate milk and not have flare-ups, which is awesome. I can eat pizza again. So yeah, cat's claw, definitely amazing, definitely something you want to check out. The second part I want to talk about is nutrition, and I feel like doctors do a huge disservice by telling their patients that one, nutrition isn't important, and two, to not look at their diet and see if they're missing anything important. So what I highly recommend you do is just create a simple Excel sheet. I mean, anyone can do this. It's really simple. And just write down at the top like the most popular foods that you eat. Then just we're going to go to this website, nutritiondata.self.com. And at the top here, you'll just write down like whatever food that you commonly eat. Just scroll down, find it, peanut butter reduced sodium. And then you just scroll down to the information chart, and whatever is at 7%, 6% or more, put a check mark. And what this will do is it'll just tell you like what minerals and vitamins that you're getting a substantial source of. And so, as you can see in this diet, I'm not getting enough sodium, not getting enough copper, which might not be a problem because there's other things that can be replaced with copper, but something to notice. Not getting enough vitamin E, not getting enough calcium. So what you can do after you've created this chart is you can go to you can search vitamin E deficiency symptoms or calcium symptoms. And so vitamin E deficiency causes nerve problems. So that doesn't sound too good. Cause neurological problems. Anemia. Where I've heard that before. Impairment of the immune system. Anything that sound familiar? So something to look at. I think it's pretty helpful. And then what you'll want to do after that, after you've checked out what your vitamin deficiencies could result in for symptoms, you'll want to find foods that you can supplement with that you can also tolerate. So, for example, peanuts is amazing. That will give you vitamin E. And let's see. For me, I actually added Hot Pockets. Like, I know it's a junk food. I'm not supposed to eat junk food. It's got like preservatives and stuff, but hey, it's got I added it in because it has sodium and it has calcium. So, I'm not gonna say like don't eat junk food. I think that if you can supplement with junk food, that's terrific. You definitely want to have a diet that's delicious and make sure you're getting everything. I obviously couldn't have milk, so milk was out of the option, but I could have Hot Pockets. Just like a different sort of cheese. Like, I guess cheddar cheese is more tolerable than lactose. Like, cheddar cheese doesn't have lactose in it, so for whatever reason. But soy milk is also definitely a possibility that I've tried, and I do really like soy milk. But anyways, I highly recommend this, and I hope you learned something. And the best of luck. I hope you feel better. Thanks for watching.